Hey troops, GeneralJSmith here, back with another LEGO Star Wars 2015 set build and review. And today I'm doing my third review so far, and it's on the T16 Skyhopper, the second version for like more than a decade. Set number 75081, ages 7 to 12, comes with 247 pieces, and is retailing for £24 or $25. So, as you can see down here in that £10 per piece, and it does look like a £25 set, so I really cannot flaunt it in any way there. This is the price I would recommend for it, However, saying that, even though the price per piece is good, and there's nothing inherently bad about the set, I've got to be honest, similar to some other sets we've had in the past, like the V-Wing in the 2014 Winter line, I get the feeling this is maybe one that people skip out on, not because it's a bad set as such, just because there are other good sets, and obviously people don't have all the money in the world, they can't afford literally every set that comes out, or at least kids can't, so they will have to make sacrifices, and I get the feeling this will be one of those sacrifices, because it's a good set, yeah, but I think it's only going to really appeal to those hardcore Star Wars original trilogy fans, those who really know this. Other than that, I can't really see people wanting this. The Tusken Raider is cool, but there's nothing that really stands out as a really, really cool thing. This is really just for those collectors who just like having most sets, really. I can't really see, people having this who perhaps don't buy every set because they only buy the ones they really like. It really just doesn't stick out mainly. It's not a bad set again, but it's just really not up there with the best of this line, and that's why I don't think it's going to sell too well. But that's not to say it's a bad set in any way. This is only the second version we've ever had of it. We had the first version so many years ago, back in like the years of Mos Eisley's Cantina, the first Sandcrawler, all this stuff, years and years ago. And this is one of the sets that everyone wanted again, which is kind of weird, because we have basically never seen this. I mean, technically speaking, we have seen this in Star Wars films. Luke in Episode 4 is playing like a little toy, and this was that toy. He does fly, but we've never seen him fly. And then, actually, we do see it like the full size in a film. It was in Episode 2, in the background with Anakin and Padme. They were having a chat, or, the thing after he slaughtered Tusken Raiders. Spoiler alert. You do see it. Try to look out for it. It is there. But that's all the by the by. The point is, let's get actually into this set now. The build shouldn't be too long, but, it's pretty cool. I'm kind of liking this Womp Rat, because, yeah. But, anyway, let's just get into this right now, then. Alright, so that was a cute little build, nothing particularly special there. It took about 25 minutes to half an hour, I'd say, nothing too special. What to expect for a set of this size. It does have a bit of an overload of stickers, which I'm not entirely happy with, I mean, there aren't that many, but for a set of this size, there are a number of them, more than perhaps you would expect. But the build itself was very, very standard. Of course, the majority of the build went to this inner part, like this, mechanism part there. But other than that, the wings and all that were very, very basic. But yeah, really, you do get 2 minifigures, although you also get a Womp Rat, which I'm kind of glad about. It's kind of funny, but we'll go into that in a minute. But yeah, so pretty standard build, nothing too special there. And let's just go on to the minifigures and that Womp Rat right now. Alright, so here we have our Womp Rat. If you're wondering why this, well not figure, but this creature was in this set, it's because Luke at one point mentioned he used to bullseye Womp Rats in his T16 back home, and hence why this is here. This obviously does not class a minifigure because it's just too small, but yeah, it's pretty standard, nothing really too special here. We haven't really seen this that much with Star Wars sets, of course, but we have seen other sets, so it's not like a new mold or anything. But I am kind of glad I added it just for the sake of the lols, you know, just for the sake of really having it. Yeah, it's kind of fun. I mean, there's no real reason you'd ever need this or want it, I guess. But, like, even so, I'm still kind of glad they added it because, well, it's just an added little thing. And, yeah. But that's really just an extra bit they just added on. There's now got the actual minifigures. First of all being the Skyhopper pilot. Alright, so next up we have the Skyhopper pilot. And I've got to say, for a standard minifigure, you know, from just one of those other back-of-the-mill minifigures, it's not actually that bad. It's got a fair amount of good printing on here. Very nice. Looking in the back. Very nice as well. See? Of course, no leg printing. It's only, you know, a pretty standard minifigure. I doubt we're ever going to see him again, unless they remake the set. Which, if they do, then I don't think they'll remake it for many, many years, because there's no real need to. But even so. But yeah, moving on to the head then. You can see his helmet has got nice printing on it. Of course, we've seen this helmet many, many times on the Rebel pilots. But yeah, moving on to his face, he's got a two-sided face. One of which is, of course, his, oops, sorry about that. One of which being his, you know, pilot face with the visor. And the other face being his, I don't know, standard face? Kind of, I don't know what to call that expression. Just whatever that is. So you can have either. You can have that side, or you can have that side. There's nothing, you know, either way you want to go. There you go. But yeah, really, there's nothing really to say then. That was our Skyhopper pilot. I wouldn't say the minifigure of this set. I would say the Tusken Raider is, which we're going to get to in a minute. But yeah, so pretty nice. Obviously an improvement on the last one, but that was like in Type 4 before that. So yeah, but even so, it's a nice minifigure. Nothing to scream about really, but yeah, I think I'll just go into the Tusken Raider. So one thing I forgot to mention with the this guy was the fact he does come with a little pistol. Nothing really special there. With this Tusken Raider though, we do get this staff. You know, the Tusken Raider Banshee stick? I don't know what it's called. Which is very nice. We have seen Tusken Raiders before, but they are pretty rare. We don't see them that often. We may see them in a few Pod Racer sets, maybe a few, mostly Tatooine sets of course. I've never had a Tusken Raider, by the way. This is my first ever Tusken Raider. Pretty cool minifigure. The Banshee stick is nothing too special. Although, this piece on the end is unique. We've never seen that before. It's like a cone piece with a bit of a rod sticking out. Except obviously it's been shortened. So, I don't know why I felt the need to create a whole new piece just for that one little thing. But I assume, of course, they'll try to find other ways to use it. So, yeah. But as you can see, a lot of this the head kind of looks a bit out of place. Just in the way that, because the entire torso is like sand, sort of yellowish. And this one's a lot darker. But, you know, it still goes. It still works. But the printing is truly something. He's clearly the highlight of the set. Very nice. I mean, Tusken Raiders are pretty rare, you know. We don't see many of them. Very nice printing. I know a lot of AFOLs do love Tusken Raiders. But yeah. Just have a look, you know. Legs, nothing too spectacular. But even so. Moving up. And there we go. Onto the head then. This is, by the way, hard plastic. It's not like squishy like Plo Koon's. This is hard plastic, which I thought it wouldn't be. But the face itself is pretty cool. All that. So, yeah, really. It's very nice, you know. What to expect. Nothing too special here. But yeah, pretty cool. that's basically into your Tusken Raider. I would definitely say the highlight of the set. Perhaps not worth getting the entire set for, you know, although I would say it's the best version of any Tusken Raider we've had before. I've never had a Tusken Raider, but even so, this does look the best version. And he might actually go for a fair amount on eBay. So, you know, perhaps if you get this set and you don't like it, then you could sell parts of it, you know, like the Tusken Raider, because I get a feeling he'll go for quite a lot. But yeah, really, I'm glad they added him. You know, I think they probably just added figures in here just for the sake of trying to add figures, because there aren't really any figures you can really try to add with this set. Obviously, apart from the pilot, you know, any other figures are more just sort of extra. But even so, that's our Tusken Raider. He's pretty cool, as I said. But yeah, I think now let's just get on into the T6 Skyhopper itself. Alright, so moving on to the T16 Skyhopper. Nothing really to say. It's a pretty standard sort of thing. It's very, you know, sleek, streamlined, you know. It kind of feels a bit flimsy, to be honest with you. Of course, it is meant to look like that, and, you know, compared to other T16 Skyhoppers, it is, you know, pretty good. But just as a vehicle, it feels kind of flimsy. You know, just the way, like, these wings only one plate thick, and other things, you know, it just feels a bit of a flimsy set, to be honest with you. Although, of course, if you drop it, yeah, it's not going to break, so, you know, it's held together. On the bottom, you have this pretty massive cannon. I mean, it's the only cannon, I think. I'm not sure what this is. I don't think it's any sort of cannon. I think it's probably just, like, airspeed indicator or something. But as you see, this is the massive cannon. Can detach it. Oh, wait, no, you can't detach it. I thought it just, like, stuck up there, but actually, you got this pin in the back, which, you know, you push in and it keeps it there. Don't really know what the point of that was. Maybe it's a bit flimsy if you don't have that. But, yeah, pretty standard cannon. That's how he shoots the Womp Rats, of course. But yeah, here, I don't know what these are. I guess these are lights or something along those lines, you know. Yeah. You got some stickers, sticker there. Of course, a sticker. Sticker on that, you know. Got just a few stickers around. For a set of this size, there are a fair amount of stickers. So, yeah. Now this is just me, but this kind of reminds me of like the Welsh flag, you know, with the dragon. I'm not. People from abroad won't really know what I'm talking about, but people in Britain will. And by the way, England and Wales are two different countries. If I see any comments saying they're not, oh my days. Anyway, so on the back you got this little engine. Can I just say this is one of the most pathetic engines I've ever seen in my life. That is like a rubbish engine. Wow, that's yeah. But anyway, the wings do fold up like so. That's the highest they're meant to go. Although, in episode 2, when you see in the background, you know, Anakin and Padme are talking to each other, they are folded all the way up, like the Imperial shuttles, actually. I think they were, at least. I mean, we only see it very briefly, so I wasn't 100% sure, but even so. Yeah. Under the wings, we have the spring-loaded shooters, of course, which we get with every set. We get 3 of these. Yeah. Oh, yeah, well, by the way, I've also learned that these colours... I thought the red ones were for like bad guy sets, and then the green ones were for good guy sets or something like that, you know, blue ones or whatever. Apparently that's not true. Yeah, apparently it's pretty random actually, because the Star Destroyer had green ones, and the, you know, other good guy sets had green ones and blue ones. So it's pretty random actually which colours these come in. I don't know, maybe whatever looks good for the set. But even so, I think you've all seen it before. But to fire them, you'll simply push it up and yeah, whoa. Anyway, so you get 3, of course there are 2 on each thing and get 1 spare. But yeah, really, I think let's just go now into the main feature, which is the opening cockpit. I say opening cockpit, it's more just sort of opening flaps. As you see here, I simply lifted it up. Yeah, pretty standard. This thing is the same piece we get with like the Jenny Interceptors. They do lift up as well. I guess if you wanted to, you could just put them in like that. I'm not sure how the actual way it's meant to open is. Of course, there's not much known about the Skyhopper. It's kind of weird that LEGO decided to make this set twice, even though that we have heard basically nothing about it. We only hear Luke mention it like a couple of times. So, that's kind of weird, but even so. We do have a crate with nothing in it. I don't know why they just give us a crate, but whatever. Just go on that red, like, 4 there. Alright, so let's just... Oh, yeah, by the way, that's a sticker as well. You see that? If I try to zoom in. Yeah, it's a sticker. Control panel. Alright, so if we take our T16 Skyhopper pilot and we place him in like so, if I can, like so. Yeah, that took considerably longer than I thought it would. Yeah. That was kind of a pain, but even so. And then you close the flap and there you go. I just want to point out that this, like, you see the hinges here. These are the ones that control these flaps, and they do sort of are connected to the same thing, because of course this up foil is only one, you know, stud or one brick thick. So there isn't really many other places they can do it. So if you open this, like, okay. If you close it, that one goes up, vice versa. It's all the same sort of thing. This piece came off. So yeah, it's not really an issue, I guess. I don't really mind. Because, of course, what you're meant to do really is hold this shut and then push that down. But that's just a little thing to just show how sort of thin this is. Looking at it from the front, you can barely see the guy. But there he is. You know, I don't know how he can see. I guess he sees through the panel. But even so. That's basically it then to this set. Nothing really too special. You know, it's a standard set. It's a pretty cool one. It's a fair size, I will say. Of course, comparing a minifigure, you know, it's a fair size. Nothing too special though. You know, it's pretty standard set. I guess I would recommend picking one up if perhaps you've bought a lot of the other sets. But as I said at the beginning, I don't think this set is going to sell very well. Just because it's not necessarily just a bad set. Just because there are other sets that are, well, pretty good. You know, and this I think we pushed aside. But it's not inherently a bad set. But anyway, so yeah, now let's just get into the instructions box and then conclude this review then. Alright, so here with the instructions then. The instructions are pretty standard as well. Nothing too special, as you can see. They are fairly thick. By the way, it comes with 3 numbered bags, which is, yeah. For a set of this small, it comes with 3 numbered bags. That's kind of ridiculous. I would maybe expect a 2, maybe, but, geez. Anyway, so on the back, you can use that code if you want. I don't care, really. Just, you know, download a poster. Here you got the thingy. All the sets, pretty nice, apart from Mike Fighters. All these will be viewed apart from the AAT. But by the way, someone asked me, you know, maybe I should get the AAT just for the sake of, you know, like, seeing what it is, because obviously I don't have it. And I do understand, you know, I do understand what they mean, because obviously how can I criticize it when I don't actually have it? But in a way, isn't that the point of advertising? Because what? Do people expect you to buy a thing to see if you like it? What if I don't like it? But, so I just, from, like, the box art and what it looks like, basically, overall, I think it wouldn't be much worth a purchase. But anyway, here are the minifigures. Got the inventory here. 2 pages inventory. And a pretty, you know, 78 pages of build. That's a, you know, it's a pretty thick thing here. You know, for a set this size, it's pretty thick. Yeah. But yeah, that's basically it for the instructions then. Nothing too special. By the way, the instructions do have Disney on them, so yeah, but so does the box. And let's just go into the box right now. Alright, so onto the box then. The box is actually considerably thicker than the majority of boxes. If I just try to find a box right now. Alright, so as you can see, the difference in size, you know, thickness. This is the Tie Inquisitors set box, which is my next review, by the way. And, you know, you can see the difference in the thickness of this box. It's considerably thick. Dang. But anyway, so moving on then to the box itself. We got the features here. Apparently he meant to put his gun in that crate. I guess it's kind of cool. All that. Got some art, you know, or something. Yeah. That's it really though. Again on the front, of course, you've got Disney. All this. But yeah. That's basically the box, pretty standard box, and apart from the fact it's pretty thick, you know, it's still pretty standard. So that's just it then, to this review then. Let's just get in to the conclusion. Alright then, so, in the conclusion of the review, so overall, as I've said, I'm not sure this set is going to sell too well, even though this is like, even though a lot of people have been asking for this, and this is like only the second version of a particular set, you know, I just don't think it's going to sell too well, to be honest with you. I mean, there are so many good sets in this line which I'd rather have had. And in actual fact, for a long period of time, I was a bit on the fence of whether I was even going to buy this set, just because I'm not as much into this type of thing. I mean, we've never really seen it as a film. We've seen it like a couple of times, and obviously Luke's mentioned it. But it's kind of weird that they felt the need to make 2 different versions of this for such a sort of, well, if you don't mind me saying, a pretty insignificant set, you know. And of course, there's a lot of information on the set and like the Star Wars wiki and all that. But really, you know, not a lot of people are going to know about this. Really, this is only for the hardcore AFOL collector fans type thing. Those who perhaps know about this set, or those who perhaps just like to collect the original sets, you know, all that sort of type stuff, you know, stuff like that. But really, I can't see any real reason you'd want to use this. Perhaps if you're doing Tatooine mock, you may have it in there as, like, you know, for the sake of lols or whatever. But even so, that is basically it then to this set. If you like this review or found it helpful, please do give it a like down below. Please leave your comments or anything down in the, obviously, comment section. Please leave any questions down there, because I'm doing a Q&A right now. I'm trying to collect questions, so please leave any questions down below. And obviously, please subscribe to my channel. I'm doing all the LEGO Star Wars reviews, apart from the AAT and the Microfighters, because I've gone through that. The next review will be TIE Advanced Prototype. But yeah, so the price of piece is good. I don't not recommend it. You know, it's not like I would recommend you saving the money as such. But it's, well, it's not a priority by any means. And I get the feeling it's probably on sale, so I guess just wait it out. You know, I recommend getting more battle packs right now, and then that. But really, this is not a priority in any way. I just, yeah. But of course, if you want to get it straight away, then you can. You know, it's just my opinion at the end of the day. So yeah. But anyway, so thank you for watching the review. Hope you liked it, and I'll see you in another review. Thanks for watching. Bye, troops.